Have you ever been lying in bed, staring at a dark corner of your room, and you suddenly feel watched? You know there is nothing there. Your logical brain tells you the doors are locked, the windows are shut, you are safe. But your heart starts beating faster. You pull the blanket up a little higher. You freeze. Why? Why do modern humans, living in concrete cities with electricity and locks, still have a paralyzing biological terror of the dark? Here is a twist. That fear isn't irrational. It's not just in your head. It is a memory. Deep in your DNA, there is a scar, a survival instruction passed down for 2 million years. You are afraid of the dark because for thousands of years, the dark was trying to eat you. And there was one specific monster, a beast designed for evolution, for the sole purpose of hunting human beings, that put that fear there. Welcome to Primeval Life. Today, we are turning off the lights to meet the creature that haunted your ancestors' nightmares. To understand the monster, you first have to understand the victim. Let's go back 3 million years to the Pleistocene era. We like to think of humans as the apex predator, the rulers of the earth. But 3 million years ago, we were nothing but snacks. Our ancestors, like Australopithecus, were small. We had no claws. We had small teeth. We couldn't run very fast. And most importantly, we had terrible night vision. We were creatures of the sun. During the day, we could see predators coming. We could climb trees. We could throw rocks. We were safe. But then, the sun went down. In the prehistoric world, nighttime wasn't just dark, it was a different dimension. When the sun set, the rules of the jungle changed. The birds went quiet, and the silence was filled with the breathing of giants. This is where the fear begins. Imagine being an early human. You don't have fire yet. You don't have a house. All you have is a cave or a high branch in a tree. You huddle together with your family, listening to the crushing sound of twigs breaking below you. You can't see what's down there, but it can see you. For decades, paleontologists were confused. They found fossilized skulls of our ancestors, baboons and early hominids, with strange, distinct puncture marks. 2 perfect holes in the skull. These weren't random attacks. These were executions. The predator knew exactly how to kill primates. It knew our anatomy. Enter the Dinofelis. The name means terrible cat, and it is the reason you check behind the shower curtain. Dinofelis wasn't a lion, it wasn't a tiger, and it wasn't the famous Smilodon, the saber-toothed tiger. The Smilodon was too big and clumsy to chase us through the trees. No, Dinofelis was the Goldilocks of killers. It was about the size of a modern jaguar, but much more muscular. It had 2 long, dagger-like teeth, but they weren't round like a lion's. They were flattened like knives. But the scariest part wasn't its teeth, it was its style. Lions hunt in the open plains. They roar. You can hear them coming. Dinofelis was a phantom. It was an ambush predator that specialized in mixed environments, forests and caves, exact places our ancestors lived. It didn't roar. It didn't chase you for miles. It waited. Let me paint a picture for you. It is 2 million years ago. You're asleep in a cave. It's pitch black. The air is cold. Dinofelis has been tracking your scent for 3 miles. It moves silently, its padded paws making 0 noise on the stone floor. Its eyes, glowing in the moonlight, are locked onto your sleeping form. Because it had superior night vision to the Dinofelis, you aren't hidden in the dark. You are glowing like a beacon. It creeps closer. It doesn't attack your legs. It doesn't go for the stomach. Fossils show that Dinofelis specialized in the crushing bite. It would lunge from the shadows, clamp those flat knife-like teeth directly into the back of the skull, and pierce the brain instantly. Lights out. There was no scream, no fight, just silence. The next morning, the tribe wakes up. One of them is gone, dragged away into the darkness. This happened night after night after night for hundreds of thousands of years. The Dinofelis was the boogeyman. It was the monster under the bed before beds even existed. So how does this connect to you sitting in your room right now? This is where evolution gets fascinating. Imagine two types of early humans. Human A is brave. He's not afraid of the dark. He walks into the forest at night to take a leak. He sleeps soundly without checking the cave entrance. Human B is anxious. He's paranoid. He hears a twig snap and freezes. He imagines monsters in the shadows. He barely sleeps because he's so terrified of what might be out there. Guess which one got eaten? The brave ones died. They were Dinofelis food. The anxious ones, the paranoid ones, the ones who were terrified of the dark, they survived. They survived to have children, and they passed those paranoid genes down to their children, and their children passed them down again, generation after generation of terrified humans. You are the descendant of the cowards. You are alive today because your great-great-great-grandfather was smart enough to be scared of the dark. That feeling of being watched, that is your internal alarm system, calibrated by millions of years of predation, warning you that Dinofelis might be in the room. We eventually won the war. We discovered fire. We built weapons. We drove the Dinofelis to extinction. The monster is gone. The terrible cat has been dead for over 1 million years. But our brains haven't forgotten. Evolution is slow. Technology is fast. We live in a modern world, but we're walking around with Stone Age brains. So the next time you turn off the lights in your basement and you feel that sudden urge to run up the stairs, the next time you see a pile of clothes on a chair and for a split second you think it's a person crouching, don't be embarrassed. That is just your inner survivor remembering the beast that used to hunt us. If you want to survive the next video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell. We have much bigger monsters hiding in the timeline. Thanks for watching Primeval Life. Keep the fire burning.